Got so much going on. We have the cotton cuts, clue 7 to work on. Trying to figure out my new tripod system. I got a new tripod thing. Let's see. Look, it moves with me. Yes. Thank you, Anna. She is one of our peeps. And when she came over to a sit and sew, she brought this. She said, let's see how this works. So let's see how it works. So before I start the cotton cuts, we're going to talk about the nightmare quilt, right? The nightmare quilt. We've all had one of those. It is over here. I thought I had finished it, but when I put it up and was going to take a picture of it, I realized no bueno. Yep, I had to pick. So I picked and picked and picked and picked. So I picked the whole row. Hopefully I didn't pick the wrong row. And then I realized the row itself needed to be unpicked because that itself was wrong. So we're going to work on this, just not today. So I'm going to put that aside. That's going to be a whip project. Here is the border that I ripped apart. And let it be, oh, let it be. So here we are. We have clue number 7 right here. See that? And I am going to open up my cotton cut stuff. Here's 7. Here is Flat Nancy, in case if anyone hasn't seen that. And here is my colorway saloon. These are the colors. So this is what I'm going to use as a key to figuring out what I'm doing. So I'll put that along with this. We also have all kinds of stuff here. Let me put this paperwork away. Now in this paperwork here, it tells us, so we are on to clue 7, which came out at the end of January. So clue 8 will be coming up shortly. We'll be doing that. And then April 25th is the reveal. But before all that happens, they're going to have a new PMQ. And that is going to start in April. All right, that's going to start in April. And April 4th is the last day that you can get in on the puzzle mystery quilt, the new one. If you're interested, in my description below, I have put in a link to their website and where you can sign up for Flyaway. And if you want a free gift, it helps my channel out. So if you're deciding to do this, use the promo code Leana, Leana, FLY, FLY. So Leana Fly, and you will be able to get a free gift. And here we are. We're going to go on clue 7. I have my paper out. And let's see, is this camera going to follow me? And no, it didn't follow me. Let's see. This is all new to me, this technology. Oh, there it goes. Okay. It is following me. Oh my goodness, look at this. So intrusive, this camera. All right, so we are going to start doing clue 5. I like to use design boards. Here, I'm going to take 2 of them. Look at that. Get my glasses going. Oh, I see smudgies. Turn on my sewing machine because this is a quilting channel. We are going to start off. There we go. So let me see how I can set this new camera. Here we are. It constantly wants to come see me. This is kind of comical. You know me and technology. Good morning, quilting frog. All right, so I'm not sure if this is going to work or if not. This is kind of funny. Good morning, Teresa. All right, so let's open up clue 7. I do need this. This is my guide. Excuse me. Turn on everything. Here we are. Good morning, Sage. What are you teaching today? I am teaching quilting. It isn't chasing me around, but it's not getting to the sewing. It needs to get to the sewing. I have to see if there's different settings. I really do. All right, so we're going to open these up. And here we are. So we have this piece here, and this is fabric E. That's my fabric E, so I'm going to put a little tag on it. We have our fabric F right here. And I just use little Post-it notes to keep me together. This is fabric E, so I'll put that in the fabric E section. This here is fabric B. Good morning, Joydy. Looks like it's going to be a busy morning. And we have fabric D. And then we have a big piece like this of fabric E. So we have all our pieces that we need right here labeled like this. There we are. All right, now let's get to reading to some directions. I want this not to see my face. I wanted to revolve around my sewing machine. Come on. All right, no, as I move this, the only way I can get this to work is if my face is here. This is so comical. Just found you were on. Yeah, I just went on. I just went on for a little bit ago and entertaining myself with my new camera setup. All right, so here we go. It is showing me that I should have B's, D's, E's, and F's. So that's a good sign. And this is what your clue will look like. All right, when it is here. Here we are. All right, so we're going to read. So we are going to take another one of these. And we are going to put on here 2 E's. So if you are doing this along with me, 2 E's and 2 F's. And we're putting that down here. Good morning, Giovanna. Clue 7, WW. I didn't do mine yet. Yep. So we have that, and then we have to add it to this one here. All right, so this is what's first 1 and 2. Step 1 and 2 is this. All right, let's see if it'll show you how to sew. If not, I may need to figure out how to shut it off so you can sew. So you can see me sew, being that this is a sewing channel. All right. I'm not going to look at the camera. You all have to let me know if this is showing me sewing or is it just showing me, I don't know. Put this on. Let there be light. You are sewing this morning. Well, that's wonderful, Giovanna. That's fabulous. I today have, I feel like I have another cold coming on. Yes, what are you working on, Giovanna? So I have this. My daughter and son sent me this. An elderberry healer. Caffeine free. So we're going to try that. All right, so I have these two, and I'm going to run this right through. And I have a hidey hole here because I forgot that I put my other thing over there. All right. So now for pressing. We are pressing this. We are pressing the F this way. So yeah, this is not showing you anything. Crumbs. Oh, crumb sewing is great. Okay, we're going to shut off the follow me camera for a second. And we're going to put that like that. Maybe it should be like the follow the sewing machine. Now, oh boy, here we go. So we are pressing this here. Thank you, Joydy. So we have two, and now we're going to take our long piece, and I am going to iron it or press it because when I first came on Joydy, I had like 50 of them on. Yes, I had like 50 of them on. All right, so we have that. This is how it should be. Okay. So you just follow the words of the pictures, whatever you feel is best for you. For me, it seems to be the picture. When I was teaching, I loved my kids, but they were Petri dishes. Yes, and I was always sick, but would get pneumonia early. In the early time, they shared a cold. Much better since I'm retired. Yeah, that seems to be my thing. I don't know. I mean, like everyone keeps reminding me, your body's still healing. And I feel like every time I talk to you guys, I'm saying, oh, I got a little this, a little that. On Sunday, I couldn't get out of my bed. I was in my bed for a long time, and then I finally got myself up in the afternoon, believe it or not. And that's when I started working on fixing my Rocketeer because I just ached from head to toe. So now with this, we are pressing the, let me see, we are pressing the E out, the big piece. We're pressing that this way. I don't know, can you see that? Probably not. Let's see if I can move this camera. Yes, this doesn't give me capabilities to kind of, I'll have to play with it for a little bit. They are incubators. So the mask thing is great, except for I have really bad asthma, believe it or not, in breathing situations. So masks really kind of do me in, makes me really exhausted by the end of the day. But yeah, I don't know. There's so much going on at our school. So much. And I felt like I had just gotten better, and and well, it's not funny. The crazy thing is that just when I get over something, I feel something new popping up. But it's never, and I don't want to get sick, so I'm going to knock on this. I'm hoping I never get the full blown whatever it is. Um, you know, I'm just making sure these are batiks, and so trying to make sure I have the right side. Okay, so now we need 4 E's. No, this is B's. 4 B's and then 4 E's. So the B's go on top, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 E's, and then go on the bottom part. So I'll show you in a second. There it is. So you have 4 of those. This says 3.1, meaning that's the first part of the step. Then you're going to take 4 E's. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And put that to 4 B's. 1. So we're supposed to get weather again. We're supposed to get snow, more snow tomorrow night. Okay, so then I'm going to do those. Yes, I am not looking to more snow, that's for sure. Fly away. Is anyone doing fly away? That's a good question. We have a couple that are doing fly away that I know of. I can't wait for the big reveal. The big reveal is going to happen while I am actually out of town. So I don't know how that's going to work. I've got to figure that out. I have to call them. Gina, this is my first time meeting one of their ambassadors, so I don't know what the big reveal, how that works and whatnot. I hear it ships, yes, 2/7, but you can still order till April 4th. I just got an email. And I had gotten a lot of mail yesterday from different places. I have 2 shipments from Cotton Cuts. So we'll have to do that, but not today. I'll probably do that tomorrow because I have to sew up some of my Floral States of America. I just got to get caught up on it. And I want to, because today I want to finish the rag quilt that I started yesterday. And then start digging into the next rag quilt that I need to make. All right, so here we are. Actually, that's right. I don't know if I'm doing a rag quilt for that other child because that's one way in the future. And let me go and put one of these. Actually, I like this one. I haven't done any of these squares. Can't wait to see what I'm going to create, or we are going to create with these. I've got lots of thoughts, just haven't come up with. Okay, so 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then these 4 here. So the B comes here and then gets pressed out, and then here the E's here, and then it gets pressed out to, no. B gets pressed out. So B comes down and out this way. All right, sometimes these pressing gets me. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes the pressing gets me. But here we are. So with this part, we're going to press the E down. And then here we're pressing the B down. So yesterday I had so much to do. Yesterday I was after school, had to do some running around with picking up my packages and then going to the bank, doing kinds of errands. And I came home so late. And because I'm fighting this, whatever this is, my body's trying to fight right now, I just actually ate, returned all my phone calls. I had lots of phone calls. Good morning, Gina. Oh, that means Gina did not sleep yet. Yep. Just looked at the time and thought I'd look for Holly and Lynn. And what do I find, Leanna? Thank you for coming. Hi, Pat. Pat, I read your email. So I am going to print Pat's email so I can read you all about her her project that she does with Quilts of Valor. And I did look up the sewing shop, and I did look up, they have a YouTube channel, so I looked that up. Because before I got here, I was reading, I had a lot of emails I had to get through. That didn't happen yesterday because when I got home, I was really shot out. I just ate and went and laid down in my bed and I fell asleep. I fell asleep because I didn't get home until after 5. So, yeah. I didn't hear my son come in or anything. Like, my house has been full of people. My house is always full of people, but so when I say I'm alone, I'm really not alone. I have a flurry that is around me at all times. All right, so now I have this part here, and I have 4 of them. And I am going to press to the E. 1, 2, and 3. I tell you, if it wasn't for that these are pre-cut, this would be difficult for me because I have a hard time doing monthly things when I have to cut them. I love that. I will tell you, I love that cotton cuts come. I open it up and all I have to do is sew. I really do. For me, it's been a blessing to actually, stay caught up. And you all know how much I love to cut, but this is for me, for this particular thing is good. All right, so we have that. So there's so much fun stuff coming ahead. We have, I have to make, so Gina sent me some more fabric to finish up my shower curtain. So I still have to finish that up. get that going as well. There's a lot of things I got to get going on. I have the rugs that I'm trying to make. There's too much. I'm over ambitious. I know I can't get it all done. Okay, now I'm going to press towards the B. So basically from left to right. And there we are. We have these units. And then I'm gonna put that aside. Now we need D and B. So we have two here, B's, D's. Let's start this over. These are D's, and then we have B's too. 1, 2. So that is one that we're going to do. Make sure that I have that right. I don't know why I'm second guessing myself. That is the color D. Yes, that's the color D. All right, so we have those two. Then I need 2 B's. And I'm just going to make sure I have them facing right. And then 2 F's. Now I've sewn officially all my my fabric. So now we're just going to put together my blocks after I do these HSTs. So I'm taking these 2. Oh, yeah, there we go. The nice thing about the batiks is that they are nice and crisp. They feel starched, and they're not. It's just, that's the feel of batiks. And we have this. And then we're going to go on to a field trip to the other room where I have my rag quilt set up for finishing off. Okay, so now with this, so these 2 here, all right, so these are the D and B's. So the B is going to be flipped down. And we are going to flip this one down here. There we are. So we have that. And then the F's get flipped down this way. And I still have one more in the machine. So now we're going to take this long strip that we just did, like this, and we are going to add this to it. So it would look like this. So we're going to add that to both of them. And let me make sure that I'm adding it correctly because I don't want to seam rip. So that goes to that. Yes. Perfect. This is a pretty chill clue. And then I'm going to take the second one and do the same thing. Now I'm going to take these F's what are they? The BFs. The BFs, I like that, best friends. Okay. And we are going to sew that to this end, like that. See that? All right. And we're going to put that to here. We are going to have this clue all sewn up. Again, we're going to open, and this is where we sewed, so we're going to put it over and double check, right? I hope I have not made some crazy mistake somewhere. I'm hoping. So now we have to press these out. And we have to take this one right here, which is the first step, and then it's going to look like this. So I'm going to just double check that I'm doing everything right. And I should have been. And let's see, I'm going to pin. This is a pretty long piece. Just for accuracy, I'm going to pin. Oh, look at that. And that is that laid down perfect. I couldn't ask for a better way for this to have laid down. Must be doing something right. Oops, guess I shouldn't get that loud. There we are. There's that one. Now we're going to do the same with the second piece. I am going to press out, but I've got to make sure that I have this laid correctly. So D is at this corner, which would be my left corner, and F is down to my right. I put this below it, and there you go. So there's only one spot where we are actually right here, where we're matching. Other than that, we're just sewing this piece on. And then clue 7 is done. And then we will go to the other room in which I have set my Rocketeer. So I went ahead, and this morning I was up. I was up at 5, and I didn't go live at 5 because I had to look at my Rocketeer, read a couple emails, and figure out why my bobbin and wheel wasn't working. My bobbin winder, I should say. And like you all said, you have to turn the wheel, and I was trying, but it was like one piece. It wasn't going. So I realized, well, let me take and look at the wheel again. And I realized that I had, like a set screw. I had put that set screw in so tight that was the reason why the wheel, the secondary wheel, was not moving. So I did get the secondary wheel. It was just a matter of taking that set screw and just unscrewing it a little bit. And then everything worked like a charm, except for that when I was winding my bobbin, it was really slow and lagging. So I opened up the machine on the top and I oiled that little pin, and then it seems to be good now. So here we are. We have clue 7. It's all done. So I am going to put this away for next month. And I have everything in one of these containers. All my clues are here. This was the last clue right here. And then I'm going to read what's going on in the comments. So this is 7. So 7 is done. Put that down. All right. And then I'm going to shut everything down in this room. Take my tea. Shut off my iron. And I think I have pretty much everything. Okay. So let's go. Oh, there's no place for me to. Oh, well, you know what? I don't really need this thing to be going wild on me. We're just going to move. We're going on field trip. Here we are. Oops. I have my light. My secondary light. There we are. Yes, we're going on a field trip. Out of this room, I've kind of taken over the whole house. Gina, everyone else knows I've taken over the whole house. We are walking. Oh, here, you know what? I'll show you some. There, right there is, oh, I'm sorry if I'm making you all seasick. So this was an old cabinet. My dad liked to keep all his like books, and his stereo is still in there. Look at that. Right down here is his stereo. Still kept it. And I have some little trinkets the kids gave me. Here, I'll just open this up. Since we're going on a field trip, let's see. Can we turn on the light? Here we are. Turn on the light. I have to fix the cabinet. But here's like on here is all my little trinkets that the kids gave me over the years, you know. And then this thing here is really old. Let's see. This is from Puerto Rico. And it's the Three Kings. They have a thing about hand carving. So that's there. And then all the little trinkets, like for little Christmases, you know, my kids would buy me little things at the dollar store. Look, I still have them. There's this one. There's all those little trinkets. I have this. Has nothing to do. Then I have some quilts. And then my daddy's stereo. Let's see. I could probably bring this down. Can you see that? Probably you can't see that because the words. My daddy's old stereo. And I don't know, is it a CD player? Yes, it is. It says a micro compact system. That's how old that is. And then there's more quilts at the bottom. I have to fix the fix that. And then old here, this cabinet came with the house. And I don't know what it was, but now it has a bunch of my quilts. And then we have, this is, so every month I change my door quilt. I call it my door quilt. So there we are. We have that. Right here is another one. Hearts. And let me turn on. Now we're going in dark. Let's set us up. Gonna turn on lights. Let there be light. All right, there we are. So this is my Rocketeer. I'm going to move us over here so I could read comments. And then some of you found it good to have actually see the sewing of how I did it. So let's try to get this like this. So this is the Rocketeer. I've even fixed the bobbin. All right, let's go back because I really was doing all kinds of stuff. So let's see what's going on in the world. So I've missed a lot of people. Hold on, let's go. Something is uncomfortable to wear. Oh, I know what. We were talking about the masks. I agree. I have really bad asthma and COPD. I even wear it in physical therapy. Um, oh, you're going to do it? Oh, that's great, Quilting Frog. You could remind me your name. I'm very bad with names, but I try to remember. Uh, yes, honey, ginger, and turmeric. I love that stuff. Yes. Um, got my flyaway package yesterday. It was so exciting. I got mine yesterday too, but we're gonna open it tomorrow. Leanna, did you and Anna get a lot of sewing done the other day? Well, Joydy, on that front, we did a lot of gabbing and a lot of eating. And yes, we threw in with a little bit of sewing. We probably should have been the other way, but we hadn't seen each other for a while, and so we were just checking in. I sure did get your email, Pat. I got it this morning when I was going through my email. So I'm going to print it and read everybody your wonderfulness that's going on in your way. Um, are you live at 8 a.m.? OMG, I can't believe I'm finally here and you and hello. So I try to, but it's been more like 5:30, 6 o'clock. It's when I wake up, Gina. It's really when I wake up, I just turn the camera on. Um, are you doing okay? So I haven't been to bed yet, just looked at the time and oh, yes, I read that. Yes, I surprise us quite often. The tulip pink quilt, which one are you doing? Oh, I think I'm doing the hummingbird is the one. I guess I'll open it up. It's lightly snowing, but we are supposed to get 4 to 5 inches by tomorrow. Ugh. Yes, I'm not looking for that. Yes, Quilt of Valor. That's what I'm going to be printing out and reading that. I was listening to the news. There is a huge fire here in the city in Italy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, you're doing the hummingbird? Wait, I am doing the hummingbird on Melissa Gilbert fabric. Are we talking about the same thing, Pat? PMQ? So we're doing the same one? I'm currently working on the 2024 FQS mystery. Yes, Gina. You are been working. That's good. I went crimson, but it sold out early. Oh, you're in LA and just went through yes. So my honey's from LA. Well, he lived in LA for a very long time. Crimson Canyon. Oh, that's interesting. I heard Fat Quarter Shop was very generous with their fabric in the PMQ. I might try that one next. Good morning, Loretta. Good morning, E. Marie. Buenos dias, the quilting family. She says, good morning to my quilting family. I didn't even care for the fabrics this time. I think it's called Spring Garden, so I can't imagine the patterns are going to be flowers. I just wish Kimberly gave a couple of color options. Wild West. Yes, I just sewed the Wild West Clue, which is a Cotton Cuts puzzle mystery. They do ship internationally. They ship internationally, so that is not a problem. Let's see. I had to Frankenstein my block because I started with block 7 and it was a Scotty dog. Oh. I should have starched my fabrics to start with and instead of sewing, then starching. Really shrunk the pieces and I was working with, but I refused to rip, so I had to Frankenstein. Well, sometimes we just have to do what we have to do. That's my thought on that. As long as you're having so much fun. Yes, Los Tres Reyes Magos. Yes, I love my little hand-carved 3 kings. Love them, love them. That's why they're in there. That's my little special cabinet. So we are, good morning, Denise. How are you feeling after your fall? I still have a nasty bruise. Let me see. Let me see if I can show you without having, hold on. I don't want to, oh no, it's actually going away. It was nasty yesterday. It was like green and blue. It was a weird, but I just looked at it and it's actually disappearing. So maybe that was the worst. I don't know. I did something to my back and I don't know if it was the fall or what. All right, so here we are. We're going to finish off what we did yesterday. I have my tape on. Oh, I didn't thread my machine. Okay. So I'm going to thread my machine. And this machine threads very strangely. There is, if you're thinking about getting something like this, the directions are all in here, but it's a little bit more complicated than the other ones. But not too bad. But it's easier to thread when you get to the bottom half. So Gina, if this one I restored on Sunday, because my honey painted this cabinet and put this machine in. I had this machine I had bought in a different cabinet and put a different sewing machine in that cabinet, and then I just had this aside. And we bought this table, which was just the table, for another machine, and that other machine didn't fit in here. So then he said, let's check out that other machine. I thought we did this over the summer, worked on it, but I guess we didn't. And so it was all seized up, but I got it to work. This is its first quilt it's making. So right now, Gina, this is the only machine I have that has a walking foot because my baby lock may be dead in the bed at the spa right now. I'm still waiting for the lady to, she has some great pre-loved machines. So this is where we left off yesterday. So this is row 1 and row 2. Here it is, 1 and 2. Okay, so now we're going to work on 3. And I should probably be showing, I'm gonna put another post. Here we go. So this is 3. So I am passing forward one of my quilts. If you make a donate, it could be $1. It doesn't matter to me. I don't judge. To support my sewing machine, my new sewing machine to me. I'm not buying a new sewing machine. I'm gonna buy one that is previously loved, aka used. I'm going to buy a new used machine. If the fix is way too much. Right now, with what I've raised, I may just fix it depending on how expensive it is and worth it. I've already had a motherboard replaced on that. I mean, I have had, but I sew a lot. I sew so much. Okay, again, so I am sewing to about a 1/2 inch-ish. It's probably, now that I think about it, I told you 1/2 inch, but you know what? It's probably 5/8 because, yes, there was a line here, and my guess is that this line is a 5/8 line. Let's see. So this is, yeah, that's what it is exactly, 5/8. But as long as you keep it, it's good. Just find a spot and go with it. Good morning, Catherine. Yes, he sprayed this for me. Good morning, Laura Lynn. That's from Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. They are in Canada. We love you, Canada. Just saying. Barb is here. Good morning. I hate when my machine, yeah, but I didn't get good news when mine went too. So she started showing me other pre-loved machines, and those were like, the price tag had my head spinning. Good morning, Joe. But I'm okay. I've made peace with it, and I got to do what I got to do. And right now this is working. So I bought on Amazon one of these walking feet for my slant foot vintage machines. So, and it's doing the job. This machine's older than me, and look at it. It may have broke down a little bit, but it got right back up. All right, so now we are in row 4. My machine guy told me to buy a used machine that could use for parts when my motherboard goes out. The used machines aren't better in price than a new one. Well, yes and no. I mean, I was looking, what's the one that I was looking at? I don't. Oh, Destiny, the Destiny 2, Baby Lock Destiny 2. She has a Destiny 2 and she has a Destiny 1. She has a 1 and 2. I don't know if they're still there because I didn't put a down payment on anything because right now that's way too much for me, but it also, I need it for work. So just trying to get through the first couple months here. And my honey went to Puerto Rico, so he is over there fixing up the place. So that's the real reason why I can't do the sewing machine. Because one payment of that sewing machine, if I had bought that used one, is what I just paid for a refrigerator. So we need a refrigerator more. But we're definitely saving since he's doing all the work himself. And he's doing a beautiful job. All right, so here we are. We have 4. And this is a good time to double check. And I kind of should have done that before to make sure that we are still on path of the design. All right, so this is 3. So 1, here we go. 1 and 2 is here, and now we're going to put in 3, which would go here. And yes, everything is working out great. So we're going to come here and cut all these things, these loose threads, and cut. So now when we add this one, you see the back, see how this goes up? We have to make sure that this goes up and this goes down so it lays well. And then I'm going to come in here. This is where I left off yesterday. And we are going to start and back tack and start, because we want to make sure we back tack that there to make sure it's nice and strong and it locks in our stitches. Now I would pin, honestly, but the pins aren't here, so I'm just going to go with it just like I did yesterday. And I had some success. So now I'm coming into this intersection, and again, this is my thing. I lock that stitch in because that's a weak point of your quilt. Hey, wake up. The machine sometimes gets slow. The more I use it, I think she'll loosen up. And slow down. So there you go. We have now row 3 on here. Again, when I'm sewing this, it's sewing it to the back. All right, so now we have our last one here, and hopefully, so this is 4. Now I just did something. So before I want to check this and make sure that I have this right. So this would go like this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes. Being that I'm not in my room, I can't stick it on my design wall. Now I got a really neat mat that I couldn't use on any of my, well, I could, but then I'd have to take it off every time for sewing on your sewing table. Let me show you. It's actually really neat. But all my other vintage machines, they have where you feed the bobbin on the side. This one has a top bobbin. So I actually think I could use it on this. Let's see. See? I know in Puerto Rico I could use this because my machines, but I bet you I could use this. Let me see. Nope, I have to use it in Puerto Rico with my machine. I have a pile to go with me next time. All right, so we have now this part here. Let me see if there was any questions, because yesterday there was lots of questions about this. So I'm going to go back. Let's see, I am fortunate that my hubby has gone to school to clean and repair sewing machines. Oh, how wonderful. Good morning, Rebel. Oh, let's see. The machine reminds me of my grand's Kenmore. It works lovely. Just weighs 50. Oh, this thing weighs so much. Weighs so much. I would get a second opinion on the machine to fix. Well, the thing is, Giovanna, there's only one place by me. Only one. Can you write part of the new sewing machine off? I probably can, but again, you have to have the money to buy the machine, and the used ones are in the 20, just to give you a rough estimate, on the $3,500 range. This is the cheapest used one that's baby lock that she has that's comparable to mine. No, Gina. I have an issue on my phone right now. It is making everything mirrored. I don't know why. I even went to a professional about this, and he thinks maybe it was some kind of Apple update is messing around with some of the updates on YouTube, because he couldn't figure it out. He went into my phone and he's like, you have mirrored off. I said, yeah, I know. But when I go live, it still goes into mirrored mode. So we don't really know. It's a very whacked out situation. Out of nowhere it started. And now I'm stuck with this and we can't figure out why. When I make videos, it doesn't seem to do it though. So it has something to do with being live. I hope I back tacked that other last one. Now I have to check, because if not, I got to go back in and back tack. Yeah, I did. It's just very strange. Do you have an LLC to do that, Rebel? I have an LLC. Camera is backwards, but not with 8. Wait, but not with 8 machines between us. How to do it? Spend $400 per machine. Yeah, I mean, it's not even cheap to take your machine to get looked at. It's $200 every time for me to get it, and I go every year. I take care of my machines. My machines get a workout with me going to school to be a dressmaker and tailor. Wow, how wonderful. Thumbs up to support my channel. Thank you. Yeah. So I have taught myself over the summer, myself and my honey taught us how to deal with vintage machines. We don't know how to deal with the others. So a little story. So remember when I was having a hard time with my baby lock and I was saying it's like the fabric isn't feeding through, and then we were changing the needle and we were doing that. Well, the feed dogs, something broke inside with the feed dog. I have so many miles on that machine. She said she had never seen a baby lock still functioning with that many miles. Um, so, and you see, I bought a lot of these vintage machines as to not to put so many miles on the baby lock since I knew it was on its way out. I've had the machine for about I had the machine about what, 4 years? 4 years. And so it was pretty much, older when I bought it. I knew that going into it. But that's all I could afford at that time. I mean, her prices are very fair. I looked at other shops for the same machines that she has, and her machines literally, oh, she's probably watching, are a lot less than the other shops that I have looked into. I was even looking at Facebook Marketplace, and the machines that she has that are previously loved were more money on Facebook Marketplace than what she was. And she's been great, but we'll see. I may have to just, if it's only the feed dogs, I'm going to just, have to do what I have to do. Enough is enough on that. So far, I have raised $150. So that's why I may just, well, no, $125. I forgot, $125. So I'm going to make sure that I'm doing this right is what I'm going to do. Okay. So we'll see. She says it's an expensive fix, but it can probably be fixed. I'm still waiting. I haven't heard back from her since. I'm bummed, but I can make do. You see, I make do. We all have to just make do. We can't always get what we want. That is definitely the model. We can't always get what we want. That's what I've taught my kids. All right, so now I have an extra one, and I shouldn't have an extra one. Oh, that's 6. I picked up 6. That's why. See you. That's why I labeled the numbers. That's exactly why, because so I don't make a mistake. So we have now, I am going to put this here. And I also have the zigzag working on this, because right now this is my only zigzag machine too. So I can't wait to start working on some things on here that have to be zigzag. Now we have the next piece, which will go on. Here, like that. What time is it? Because I have to keep the time, because we play games. I normally throw a game in at this time, but I do have to kind of make sure that I get this part right. Here we are. We have that. All right, so we have, this is row 5. So I have row 4 on here. And so far, everything is going right. And now we're gonna put row 5. So row 5 goes over here like that. You know, I had emailed Baby Lock. Remember I told you all that I had emailed Baby Lock? I never heard back from them. Not even like, thank you for your interest, but we're not interested or anything. Which I was actually surprised. I mean, I thought I'd actually get something saying we've gotten your something, but nothing. I even looked at my spam. So now I want to make sure that I'm going underneath. You want to make sure everything is, even though you're going to be cutting, I still like to make sure. I'm going to bring this way. I can't believe I'm normally a pinner at this part to make sure that everything eases in right. I'm kind of happy that everything is. So in Puerto Rico, I'm only taking vintage machines with me to use there, for the fact that I don't have anywhere to repair anything that's electronic or computerized or anything like that. So while I spend time there, I'm not moving there. A lot of people ask me, am I moving there? I'm not moving there. I still have to work. But while I'm there, it'll mostly be vintage machines, because that's what can be fixed. I do have a wonderful sewing machine guy there. But now that I've kind of taught myself how to service my own machines, I'll only probably bring it to him if it's like something is really wrong with it. So here we are. We have our next bit. And we are getting to the finish line here. So I have, is this the last one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we are on the last one. So here is number 6. And here, let's see. I'm sorry. Right now, there are only 2 thumbs up. Oh, I see 18. I am on my last semester of school. This is wonderful, Rebel. How exciting. Where are you? Where are you going to school? I heard Baby Lock Jazz 2 was a good machine. So, yes, the Jazz 2, I think that's close to what like my 5th grand quilter is. I need something that has decorative stitching. He is currently restoring my 1906 Singer. I got a Baby Lock 2 for free because it had tension issues. Let's see. Had to, that's truly had Joydy, that's a Rolling Stones. You're right. It's great that you have several backup machines. Pretty sure that's when I used to sing to my boyfriends. You can't always get, you can't, oh, I better not sing. I might get demonetized. That happened to Crystal, but you can't always get what you want, and that's how it is. Oh, back to lurking to finish my homework. Oh, that's so cute. You could be a baby lock ambassador. That's what I applied to, Gina, or a partnership or something, but I never heard back from them. They said it would be a 10-day. It says could take up to 10 days. So maybe, I don't know. We're past 10 days, but it's okay. Um, I mean, they could say thank you very much, but your channel's too small and we're not interested. Thank you for, like, I don't know, being a customer, loving our product. I don't know. Just a serger. I always thought I was funny singing that song. I solved the tension problem. Yep. So I hear there's a lot of tension problems with jazz twos. Ah. All right. So here we go. We're on our 6th row, which is our last row. And I am going to come in here. I'm just excited. So what I did was I bought a walking foot, and then I bought that Jelly Roll rug thing from Amazon, and then I bought some feet for this. Oh, I broke thread. Oh, wait a second. What's going on here? Hold on, now I have to check and make sure that I did sew this sewed all the way through. So this is number 5. Yep, it went all the way through. Okay. So for not that much money, I got this one fixed, worked, and I have now a walking foot and a zigzag on here working. Not to mention that yesterday I asked my honey, what did the police say about, so while he's there, my mom gave us her car, and my mom parks her car in that same spot that we parked the car, right? For years and years and years. And my honey came out one morning, what was it, on Friday, I think it was, or Thursday? Someone smashed the car on the side and took out, and it's, you know, rubbing on the wheel. It's a nightmare. They did, obviously it was a hit and run. We were asleep when it happened. And unfortunately, since they did not say who they were or anything, nothing can get done. They did make a police report, and they kept the pieces of the other car that was smashed, but it seemed like the police didn't care. And there's nothing that could be done because in Puerto Rico, insurance is a little different over there. So basically, since we don't know who did it, and they're not doing whatever they need to do, I guess, I don't know. Hold on, I want to double check that this is happening right. Yep. The cost is on us. So not only did I have to do that, but now we have to take care of that. So he's going to do it himself because it's going to cost too much. So he it's a much older car. So he's going to YouTube it, and he is going to replace, he bought the fender, and we are going to go take it to some body shop to kind of get some of the dents out on the side. And the bumper, we're going to figure that out at another point. But he's going to try to fix this car by itself. He's going to take the fender to be painted somewhere, I guess. And yeah, he's going to be a mechanic as well. Not only is he trying to build this house himself, but he is trying to now fix the car that was gifted to us so that we had some wheels to go around. He's going to fix that. And then all in all, you know what? No one got hurt. Is it frustrating? Yes. Am I mad as heck? Yes. Is it another expense I wanted? No. But you know what? Nobody was hurt, right? My honey wasn't hurt. It happened while I was sleeping. That person will just have to deal with the karma, I guess, because they did not do the right thing. Maybe, most likely, they probably were drunk, is my guess. And we go from there. Everything happens for a reason, even if I don't know why and what the reason is. I just felt so bad for honey because he was so nervous. He's like, this is why I don't like to drive other people's cars. I go, honey, it's our car now. It's okay. It's okay. I said it could have been 100 times worse because we were thinking about renting a car. So that would have been a nightmare. So yeah, so yesterday I asked him about the update, and that's the update. The update is we're on our own because nobody seems to want to do anything there about that. All right, we have, oops, what is going on here? I don't want, ooh, that could have been bad. Almost ran over a pin. I got it. All right, so this is where we're at. So the last time I made one of these flannel quilts with you all, you really didn't get to see how I finished it. You saw how I started to finish it, but then I actually finished it at home the last time. So look, I actually have it. Everything is working. So now here's the next step of this. So let me look on here before I go to the next step because I'm not going to be able to be doing that. All right. So, yes, that seems so strange to me, Giovanna, because I see people singing and dancing all the time on YouTube. Maybe they aren't monetized because they have so many followers, or maybe it's their song. Yeah, I have no idea. Never own a baby lock again. Mine was a lemon from the start. Oh, really? Wow. I mean, I have all kinds of machines, as you can see. Your hubby's jack of all trades. Well, he's just, if he has the time, he's going to try to fix it because, I mean, we wouldn't be, we're at a place where we wouldn't be able to fix it. It would just, I don't know what we would have done, but he's going to do it. It didn't hurt anything mechanically that he got checked out, and he is good with that. You will need to install a camera now pointing towards your car. Yes, Gina, we will. But it also won't be parked at my mom's house anymore. It's going to be parked in ours, and we have it's not going to be on the street. It's, we have actually a place to park it. We'll be off the street and on the house with the house. He's got to build the garage for it, but yes. Good morning, Molly. If I missed some people, good morning, Linda. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Chloe. I think I've missed some of you. I apologize. I'm going so fast. This chat went fast. Hello, Molly. Let's see. So we're all caught up. Okay. So, good morning, Rita. So if you're following along, the next step is I am going to pull out these pins that I had numbered, right? 1, 2. I'm going to double check. I have 3, 4, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So I'm going to take these pins out, and I'm not going to put them on my couch so that I can sit on them. I'm going to actually take the time and put them on the other side. All right, so now the pins are gone. Now what we need to do, we're left with this, and we're left with all this open edges. You see, bloop. So we are now going to take the same measurement we've been using here, right, that I have taped on my machine. And we are going to come in here, and we are going to feed this. And I am going to back tack, right? And I'm going to go through all the way around. What I do, though, different at this time is some people leave these like this, which is totally fine. It keeps it to some sturdier. Or you can open it. The only thing is you really have to back tack many times there because sometimes you can start unstitching. The other day I had it open. This time I'm actually going to try it this way. So I just really want to make sure my stuff is going to be okay. So with my older my baby lock, I always had it open because it ran through the machine, right? Not so many layers. It's kinder on it. This is a workhorse. This thing everything is going through like butter. So I'm going to try to do it this way because that's what I did here and I had no problems, and go for it from there. So I'm going to go, and then I am going to back tack there. I think that's a stronger finish when you do it that way. I know you've seen me do it open, and that was because of I didn't want to break my machine, right? Now I'm going to come to the end here, and I'm just going to kind of eyeball it and say, okay, I think that's about the size, and it is. So here I am. I just turned it around, and now I'm just going to go around again. And then we are going to back tack wherever you see those. Now, I know I'm normally playing games at this time, but I do want to, because I know there are some that are following along with me. I really want all those folks to be able to get how I finish this. Yeah, I know I said I may go on a live yesterday after school, but I was in no shape. I would like to do more. I thought I was going to have more time to do more pop-ups in the afternoon. but I really am wiped out by the time I get home. Okay, I'm gonna go slow. And then put this down. And actually I'm gonna go back because I really think I went a little too over. All right, so here we are. All right, so I went back now too far. We're gonna go do one, let's do one stitch. Let's see. Yep, okay. This is my last one right here. And here is where I started. All right, here we are. We are done. Let me move myself like this. All furniture you see in my house is vintage some way or another. This little piece was actually given to my son, and then when he moved back home, he gave it to me. I love it. Someone had given it to him. All my furniture is eclectic, put it that way. So there it is. And then we are going to go on a field trip to back to my room, because I'm going to shut this off. Bring my game and my other game and my tea. Okay, we're not going to bring my tea because I've run out. I've run out of hands. I need to grab this. Good morning, Rebecca. And this goes off. I am that lady that turns and shuts off every light in the rooms that she's in to save money on electric. I am that person. All right, now we're going to go into this dark room. You can kind of see the light. The light is coming through from the day. Let there be light. All right. Put this up here and let's... Oh, I have it upside down. I know I have it upside down because I'm using directional fabric. Let's see, can you see it? Right there. So there it is. Now what needs to happen here, let's see, is I have a pair of scissors that look like this. These are Fiskars, and they have a little like tab here, and it's spring loaded. And this is what I do. So you're going to sit here, and you are going to, can you, oh, you probably can't see that. Here we go. Let's go like here. So, I mean, I do this on my lap watching TV or something like that, but I just sit here and snip. And I will snip all the way across. You want to make sure that you do not go into the stitching. But you know what happens? S happens. And when S happens, you just go back in there with your sewing machine and you stitch a bunch of times in that spot, and you know, you'll be fine. So do not beat yourself up if that should happen. What I mean by that is if you cut into the stitching. So this is what you do to everything, to the end here. Okay. I do it on the side. Some people do it straight. It's however you want. But if you in there, right, because stuff happens, do not beat yourself up. It's okay. So here, do you see where we sewed down here? Not a big problem. Look at that. We just picked that right up on there. And we just keep going like this. And then you have this little section here, right? This little hot mess section. You just kind of come in here and you just do your own thing. It's okay. No stress. You just kind of make it work. And I promise you, it will just shrivel and fringe up beautifully. Come in here and snip that way. And you come through here. So there we go. That gives you a little fringe there and a little fringe there. It'll all turn out fine. Okay, I promise. These scissors really help. You don't have these scissors? All right, you got a pair like this? Let's go for it. Let's bring you down here. We can come in here and we can snip with little scissors like this. Of course, these are dull, so I wouldn't recommend these. Maybe you have a sharper pair, okay? You don't got that? You got a pair of scissors like this? That's okay. We can use those too. Look at that. You know, just get yourself a pair of scissors, and then you're going to come in here and you are going to, now that was a big chunk, so you might have to go in there and out, play around. Let's see, go down here. Over here, see how it's locked? Just come in there, release that so that you have it out, and then just go from there. All right, so again, it could be this, it could be this, or it could be this. All right, so we're done with that and discussing that. And now I'm going to take all my scissors and put them there in a pile. And I'm going to take this and put this out of my way. And, all right, let's get us situated with some games. And then I am going to read some of these comments before we start. Let's put us this way. So, let's see what happens with this new camera. All right, I'm going to plug it in. Plugs in. This is, I'm sorry, not the new camera, this new stand. Ah, there it goes. All right, now it's going to follow me, I think. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't get us seasick. So we're going to go all the way back, Maybe see if anybody had any questions about that. We are way back. Here we go. I don't even know. I think, okay, your hubby's jack of all trades. That's where you need, yes, he is going to install a camera on the car. He did say he was going to do that. But we should be okay. Gotta go get the kiddos up. Hi, Melanie. I totally know you're listening in. I like the quilt on your wall. Oh, that other quilt in the other room, that was my daddy's quilt. That was his prayer quilt. That was his quilt that he used when he was going through all his stuff. Are you taking the road around the block? Are you taking the road around the block? What road? Wait, I'm confused. Sewing rag quilts are a lot of fun. The time-consuming part comes when you have to clip all the seams. Yes, yes. And I know Gina has done one for her bed, and I did one for mine, and I had a king size bed. What is going on? Why is this camera doing that? Stop it. I might have to shut this thing off again. It's going rogue on me. Maybe you'll have a snow day or two this week. Maybe. Maybe. I wanted on a rag quilt to do different, so made one of mine with big HSTs. Yes, I do all kinds of stuff, and I don't have pictures. But Rita, yes, you can do all kinds of things. I have done it. I've done it in strips. I've done HSTs. I've done crumb rag quilting, believe it or not. Our weather map shows 2 feet of snow and ice heading their way. Yes, and that's what we saw too, Gina. Yes, we saw that. So while I'm shoveling, yes, other things are happening. No problem. Let's see. We do have winter break soon. Oh, I don't get a winter break, Lori. Oh, I do not get a winter break. This camera. I always make my rag quilts from fleece, but I am thinking of making one out of flannel. So much fun. So much fun. Our food price is high in Italy. They are high in Puerto Rico. That much I know. So I got to figure out a new routine with the doggies in order to catch the live. No, I totally get it, Rebecca. I made a king size rag quilt. Oh, yours is king size too, Gina? Mine is king size. That took forever to snip. Oh, for her niece. She had it at her boyfriend's. They got into a fight, and when she went back to get it, he destroyed it. Oh, Gina, I'd be ticked off. What is the smallest size you can do with a rag quilt? I have a lot of scraps. Hi, Joan. So, Joan, there's going to be an upcoming thing coming up about rag quilts, scraps, and how I tackle that. I have done many of them. Oh, I wonder, let me see. I do have now this machine. Let's see what happens when I walk out of the room. Let's see what happens when I walk out of the room. Is this thing going to go berserko on me? Let's see. Is it going to go crazy on me? I don't know. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. It has its own mind. Yes, it's following me. Oh, it's following me. Oh, this is kind of crazy. All right. Let me go get it. No, it's not. It's a regular one. It is a regular one. Well, here you could see it. Here's another one. All right, so I have done it where there's 4 patches. I've done all kinds of stuff. So basically what you do is you decide this you need to stop. Oh, it stopped. Oh, does it understand me? Oh, I think this new computer, this camera is listening to me. All right, well, it stopped. I told it to stop and it stopped. So you can just make the block how you would make your block. So like that was an 8. No, that wasn't 8.5. That was 7.5. Whatever you decide the block number to be. Sew up your block just like you normally do for anything else. And then you're just going to insert it. And there is going to be some of that coming up. I promise. Let's see what else we've got going on here. Good morning, Deborah. Yep, same here. I turned off the lights when I leave the room. That's how far I am. She called me up and asked me to make her another one, and I had to let her know that it wouldn't be another rag quilt like she had before. It was heavy flannel, and the fabric was no longer available. I know. I'm glad other people do that. It wasn't bad with the specialty scissors. Do the same. Use natural light as much as possible. Windows, yep. Resew the part you snipped. That's right. Hobby Lobby is having 40% off sales on their Fiskar Notions this week. There we go. Mine are kind of actually, you know what? Mine are kind of dull. And I have this Fiskar's thing, and it does help it. It's not only, oh, wait, I've never used it on this. Maybe this doesn't work on these. Maybe not. This works on regular scissors, and it works great on my regular. Oh, I hope I don't ruin these. Let's see. Okay, I figured out a way to sharpen it. Let me see. I'm going to let you know if that worked or if I ruined my scissors. Oh, no, that worked. Oh, yeah. That worked. Okay. So now I just have to put a drop of oil because they get stuck like in here. So I do need to do that. I just wanted to show you that gadget. Oh, stop it. Now it turned back on and it's doing its thing. Stop. All right. It was Giovanna. He was old enough to know better. I forgot I bought those scissors to do rag quilts. Yes, I was thinking the same thing. I love Hobby Lobby. If I didn't say hi to you, Linda and Joyce, hi. I can't wait to see the finished quilt. Think about this. Quilters cut fabric, sew it together, and then cut it all apart again. That's right. I have a little rag quilt snippers that were made specific for making rag quilts. Oh, I don't know. I just bought these. I don't know any other ones. Did I miss? I think I missed someone that's on this chat. I apologize if I did because a name came up, but now I don't see that name. Dryer is what makes it fray. Yep. Now what's this? I really want an Olfa to make their ergo cutter in the new bloom design they recently just came out with. What's an ergo cutter? And Joydy, I was surprised when she said they were only $32 because I paid $11 for them at Quilt a Day when they came out. Gina, I hope not. I hope they didn't take over my camera. So this is a new setup that one of you lovely peeps, Anna, sent to me, or actually she gave it to me in person to try. She said, let's see what happens. I want to see if it follows you. So it surely does. It's stalking me. And it may be making some people sick, like seasick. I'm not quite sure. Oh, my goodness. Oh, okay, let's see. Wait, what is this? They no longer make rotary cutters. I don't know who, pinking. Oh, pinking. I need a pinking rotary cutter. Someone says they exist. I definitely need those for school because when I work with the kiddos, I try to pink everything at the ends and kind of keep it rough when they do things with me and fabric wise, where I will sew it, they'll design it, I'll sew it. And the pinking shears kill me. I have just regular pinking shears. They look like this. I've had them for years, but look, they're so hard to open, like so hard. And every time I use them, and I use them often, but I feel like it gives me, I can't use my hand for a while sometimes. It is so hard. And so someone told me they make pinking rotary cutter thing. I don't know. Or maybe there's a better version of that than what I have. I had those. The snippers work just... Okay, so where did you buy that, Leanna? This here? I bought this at my local quilt shop when they were open, like, I don't know, 20 years ago. But I think I've seen them at Joann's. I don't know what this is. Marlon gave me the wrong price for the pink handle cutters when she went to see if she could reorder. It was $32. I have no idea what we're talking about. I am lost. That's the cutter you have, Leanna, the flower one. Yes, this. I love this. I've been using this. This is so beautiful. This is what I've been using lately. Yes, because the Ulfa I have is the other kind. It was supposed to go to Puerto Rico with me, but as you can see, it's made my room instead. Is it a blade that you put in your regular rotary cut? I have no idea. But I do, you know, when I did those little baby quilts for them, I pinked the edges. It would have been nice to just like sliced right through it, because that hurt my hand after a while. And then the pinking blades, are they for the rotary cutters? Is it the same thing? Lynn showed pinking blades for rotary cutters last night. And you just put them in a regular cutter? I'll have to ask her about that. They make pinking blades. But they go in a regular cutter, or do I have to buy a different cutter? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Oh, Walmart has the rag quilt snippers, which is what they are called. Rag quilt snippers. Okay, I'm going to have to look that up. Yes, they had those specialty rag quilts. Oh, my phone is about ready to die. Let's see. Let's unplug this. Can we? Hold on. Sorry. I'm plugging this in. There we go. They can be used in any rotary cutter. Okay, well, now there's different things I have to look up. A pinking blade and now pinking shears of some sort. No, not pinking shears, pinking blades. All right, where did you buy the scissor sharpener from? That was from Joann's. All right, so I think we're all caught up. Good morning, Sharon. And if I've missed anyone, I apologize. Good morning, Aisha. Aisha has a channel, Aisha's Handmade Items. All right, so here we go. We are going to pull, well, I'm going to put this away. And I am going to pull one of, here, this one. I'm going to work on this while we play some games. And let's see. This is the 23rd and this is the 24th. All right, Gina, I'm going to sew up your state after Maine. So I'm sewing up Maine, and we're going to have a little history lesson here. Maine, which is called the vacation land, and it is state number 23. Maine, state capital is Augusta. Statehood is March 15th, 1820. The state bird is called the black-chapped chickadee. Ooh, he's chapped. Okay, state flower, white pine cone and tassel. Production, blueberries and dairy. Area is 35,385 square feet. So not square feet, square miles, not feet, miles. Okay, here we go. You all can put this in the chat. Why are you following me again? Stop it. Oh, I don't know why it's going here until I talked to him. I didn't know. Okay. I didn't know you could sharpen pinking shears. Okay, here we go. Who is a famous person from Maine? Type up who a famous person is from Maine. Stop it. All right, I'm going to tell you an interesting fact. There are 4,000 islands off the coast of Maine. And a quilt shop to visit is Cottonweed's Quilting Shop in Freeport, Maine. Here is the back of the card. And yes, I'm going to just put these little tabs over here. We're going to open up. So we have this and we have this. Let me turn on my, and we have this. So who's a famous person from Maine? Biden, Stephen King. All right. The one with Tom Sawyer's book, Harriet Stowe. That's what we're here for. Yeah. Okay. So it is, oh, George Bush. We got more ideas. So the answer is Stephen King. Stephen King is that. So let's see. We had yesterday all kinds of crazy questions. We are going to go into, you know what? We're going to first go into the old school questions. How about that? What popular TV show starred the Fonz? I know this. The Fonz, yes. What TV shows had the Fonz in it? I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here, but we're going to go with that. This is the look. And then this. Yeah. Happy days, happy days. Be careful shoveling. You have a wonderful day. Okay, so I have my Grand Quilter out, which is my Hobby 1200. This was my first generation long arm. And here we go. This is the next one we are going to sew up. Now, you can buy these individually. So if you want to make a Missouri quilt block, you can just order the Missouri quilt block. They do sell them. Apparently, I should find the link and put that below. I don't know if I have a code though. I don't think I have a code for that because I'm not. This I just do on my own. Wow, the Fonz also a Joni Loves Chachi. Oh yes, is also in Joni Loves Chachi. So it could be. I would be right. You would be right. It could be Happy Days and Joni Loves Chachi. I've been to the art. I've been to the art too. So ready? Happy Days, which ran from 1974 to 1984. Which movie starring John Travolta helped popularize disco music, right? Is this what he did? I think so. I'm crazy. Don't mind me this morning. I got a lot of pent-up energy. Lots of pent-up energy. Yeah. You know, for lunch, I can go for some lasagna and garlic bread. I definitely can go for some of that. Saturday Night Fever, the Bee Gees music mostly. Right? Ha, 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 ha. That sounds like an excellent lunch. Yeah, I tell you, you cannot have a good Italian meal without having a nice old chunk of garlic bread. Yup, Rebecca, that's right. Now, how do people make their garlic bread? Gina and Rebecca, stop it. Sometimes I take the slices and I cut it out. The slices, and then I will put like garlic. I'll put butter on there, then garlic. And I like to sprinkle Parmesan on top of that and then like throw it in the broiler for a little bit. And using sourdough. Sourdough bread is really good with that. Let me see. Now I don't know what I did with my snips. Here they are. So Giovanna, how do you make garlic bread in Italy? Come on. Because clearly we probably Americanize it. All right, so now I have to press, I have to press this part up and out. I sure do a lot with my garlic bread. Sometimes I'll even stick, sometimes there's, I make garlic bread, you don't, mozzarella on top. So, sometimes I take softened butter, mix salt and pepper in there with red pepper flake, okay? And then I will stick some Parmesan cheese and then put that in. Wait, I have to go and do this like that. And then what I'll do is mix that all up with some parsley and basil. And then smear that on the bread and then stick that in the bread. Let's see. Actually, I don't think it's even Italian. Oh, you know what else I put? Not only the softened butter, I put extra virgin olive oil. I put extra virgin olive oil with the softened butter, mix that up, and then put in the herbs, the salt, the pepper, and all that. So that's not even Italian. That's an Americanized thing. Gotcha. So what do you serve with spaghetti if you're not serving a big old hunk of garlic bread? Oops, oh, look at that. I'm messing around here. I use mozzarella also, and I use cottage cheese for thickening when I make spaghetti sauce. What do you mean? You put cottage cheese in your spaghetti sauce, Gina? Is that what you just said? I've never heard of that before. Though I will say, when I went to, when we used to go to Missouri, I guess there was a place called Pasta House. We used to go there. But then we went to some other place, and all their spaghetti sauce was like sugar. It was like barbecue sauce. And I guess they were known for that. It's spaghetti sauce that has a taste of barbecue, sweet barbecue sauce to it. I was not a fan of that. I'm going to tell you, I was not a fan of that at all. I'm sure a bunch of Italians were rolling in their graves. Yeah, I've never heard of that, but I know that that's a thing, and I don't remember what that restaurant is called there that does that. I don't remember garlic bread while living in Italy. I believe it came from Venice, but it might be incorrect on that one. Yums. Yeah, I mean, extra virgin I'm telling you, extra virgin olive oil with that butter is, I don't know, for me, it's like the bomb. A spoon and a fork. You don't eat pasta with bread. Really? Because here we all eat pasta with bread. It's like a big thing. Okay. Yes, cottage cheese. It's like ricotta. Do you put, in Italy, when you make lasagna, do you put cottage cheese in your mix or only ricotta? Or am I saying that wrong? Let's see. Yes, I do cottage cheese too, but whip it. But are we talking about it in in lasagna, or are we talking about it right in the sauce itself, which really is gravy, I think. I've been told. We use the bread to pick up the sauce after finishing the pasta. Okay, so yeah, we do that. Yeah, we definitely do that. And it's always better with garlic bread. But I'm sure you're using regular bread. Pasta House is still in St. Louis on the hill. Okay, but that's not the place that had the barbecue and the pasta sauce. They just had regular Italian food there. What? Stop! 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 It's possessed. I always used to get the eggplant parm when I would go to the pasta house, and then eat as much salad as I can because their salad was so delicious. Yeah, it's a lower calorie version of ricotta. It's not exactly the same, but it's pretty good. Giovanna, we're killing you, aren't you? We're killing you what we do, right? To Italian food here in the States. I'm pretty sure. I am pretty sure that is not the norm. Yeah, no thanks. It doesn't sound good. I didn't like it. People were lined up to eat it. I don't remember what the restaurant was called, but it literally was barbecue spaghetti sauce of some sort. I use pepper and onions in my spaghetti and then put mozzarella on top. No bread with pasta in my house. I don't like sugar in my sauce, but I do like making sauce extra meaty with sirloin. I love a meaty pasta sauce. So good to have some meat with that garlic bread. All right, let's see. No way, only Parmesan cheese. I don't like ricotta. Yeah. I put it right in the sauce. I don't like a thick sauce. Okay, I've never heard of that. Never heard of that. Learned something new. All right, so this is where I'm at this point, and I'm putting these blue triangles. You say it like Italians in New York. Oh, it's forever since I heard that. Yeah, well, I used to go to Fortunato's in Brooklyn. It was an Italian bakery. Oh, my favorite. Cannoli cake. Oh, please give me one big fat cannoli because I love it. I love it. I love the cake. I love the cannoli. I love it small. I love it big. Any way you give me a cannoli. Oh, my God. Never mind. This is one of those crack up moments again. With me in the bed last week and now the cannoli. You are bad. I'm talking about pastry. Pastry. Ragu is a meat sauce. Yes, but here when you buy a bottle of ragu is something very different. It is no bueno. I don't like that stuff. Oh. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, Giovanna, and I don't know if this is an American thing, a cannoli is like a pastry which has been deep fried and it's like in a tube and they fill it up with cannoli cream. And sometimes they put pistachios on the side or chocolate chips. If you go to Boston, there's something called I think it's called the Cannoli House. You can get cannolis in like 50 or 60 different ways. And it is super yummy and delicious and very expensive. Just putting that out there. You put your sauce on for 4 to 5 hours. You add coffee grounds? Wait, what? Stop it. This thing is misbehaving. You guys, I already cracked myself up. You don't need to crack me. You don't have to crack me up too about it. Oh my goodness. You too much. I know cannoli It is typical. Oh, good. Okay. So, yes. And here in the restaurants, or I love to get mine at Adams here locally, and they have like little baby cannolis, then they got bigger cannolis, and then they got the really big. Stop it, Rebecca. Cut it out. Yes, and then you can get them with chocolate chips or without chocolate chips. My favorite though is when you can get them with pistachios. Okay, let's go back to doing this. Saturday Night Fever was the answer. Let's go back to doing this. Okay, ready? Old school. Name the mafia. What is going on here? Now we're still in the Italians. Name the mafia movie starring Marlo Brando and Al Pacino. Okay. Yes. Exactly. That's like my bed last week when I was talking about the heat. Uh oh my goodness. Get into so much trouble. You have to pronounce the N's in cannoli. Cannoli. Oh, you have to go cannoli? Okay. And okay, one last thing. So, here in the States, we say spaghetti sauce, a pasta sauce. I've been told that it's gravy. So, is it gravy or is it sauce? Godfather. Say hello to my little friend. What are we talking about, Rebecca? Oh, that's what he said. Sauce. It is sauce. Gravy is for potatoes. I understand, but I was told by a sweet Italian lady who was telling me how to make meatballs and spaghetti real. She said real meatballs and spaghetti. Um, and she said, first of all, it's not called sauce, it's called gravy. And she says, you don't fry the meatballs and you don't use dry breadcrumbs. You use wet, like bread soaked in milk, squeeze out the milk, mix that into your meatballs, and then just throw your meatballs in your gravy. That's how she said true Italians make spaghetti and meatballs. So I took her word for it. Let's see what Giovanna has to say about this, because I'm actually really would like to know. Salsa. Scarface. For one, we don't eat spaghetti with meatballs. Oh, so she isn't even a true Italian. She told me she was, she is from the States, but she said her grandparents were full-blooded Italians, and this is the way they do it, and this is called gravy, not sauce, and this. Oh my goodness, that's kind of, you're cracking me up. She was speaking to me in Italian too, so I was taking her word for it, but those Brooklyn Italians, telling you. So they don't even eat spaghetti with meatballs. I use crackers, never oatmeals. Never oatmeal. Okay, so that is not a thing. You don't make meatballs. That's not a thing. All right, so I'm now putting together this, cracking myself up first thing in the morning. Don't want to go to school because I'm having so much fun here with y'all. Here we are. Look at that. Yeah, Rebecca, yeah, Italians in New York have their own spin on things. Oh, have a great day, Joydy. Thank you for coming. All right. So what we have is we are I'm going to try to get to Missouri. Let's see. Al Pacino movie. It is The Godfather from 1975. What 50s drawing toy was hugely popular with young boomers? You're facing me with all this Italian talk. I have never made meatballs and spaghetti, two completely different meals. My tummy is etch a sketch, etch a sketch. Ooh, he's making them. Crackers in there. Repeat that, please. Okay, what 50s drawing toy was hugely popular with young boomers? Oh, yeah. Killing myself today. Killing myself, folks. Sometimes I relive the things I say and then realize how they sound. And the replay must be hysterical because they're not getting the chat. So they might be sitting here thinking, what is this lady talking about? And what does that have to do with quilting? Oh, etch a sketch. Spyro gyro. I was thinking about that Spyro gyro, but then I got thinking, I think that was more of a 70s toy, wasn't the Spyro gyro? I don't know. All right, I'm going to say etch a sketch, etch a sketch. All right, new school. What is catfishing? What is catfishing? We didn't even get to so many games because we were talking about Italian food and now I'm starving. Oh. What is catfishing? Not sure. I had both though. I got them also for my kids. Talk out. Here we go. Baiting someone online with a fake photo, something to do with the internet. I'm not a mover, but remember when I was 8 and I got an Etch-a-Sketch, a fake online profile, at least today anyway, probably the dog that takes the cat fishing. Pretty. So that's that. And I'm going to put all this together. We're going to open up Missouri. We are going to give a quick rundown. All right. So it means luring someone in a relationship by pretending to be someone you are not. Okay, new school. A cad is what kind of person? A cad is what kind of person? Apparently, this is the state block with the fabric, the state fabric. I didn't even know they had state fabric. Okay, so here is the block. It's going to be that. Isn't that the Missouri Star Quilt block? I'm just saying. It looks like it. So here is that. This piece. This is the fabric. I think these are $10 if you buy them separately. Okay, Missouri, the show me state. You ready? The state capital is Jefferson City. Statehood is August 10th, 1821. State bird is the bluebird. State flower is the white hawthorn blossom. So I guess this is the white hawthorn blossom. Production is livestock and poultry. Area is 69,715 square miles. A famous person. Who is a famous person from Missouri? Go for it. Tell me. Interesting fact, Missouri is the only U.S. state that borders more than 8 other states. And a quilt shop to visit is Cotton Cuts in St. Louis, Missouri. And a CAD, hold on, a CAD is a single male who is mainly into looks, both his and others. Okay. A person who is not who they pretend to be as a CAD. This is my face now. Blue. Yes, it is Missouri Star. That is well known. I thought you were going to do Tennessee. I did Tennessee already. Nellie the Rapper, Mark Twain, Jenny. Yeah, Jenny Doan, right? In our area. John Goodman. President Truman was there. From there. Wow, 8 states. I drove under the arc. Hey, Cotton Cuts, it's open. They're at they are at a mall. All right. So, famous person is Harry Truman, and this is the back of the card. All right. So, here we go. Let me find a survivor question because we have to round this off with some survivor. All right. How to fight off a man-eating tiger. How to fend off, not fight, how to fend off a man-eating tiger. Wasn't that a song? Anyway, A, wear a face mask on the back of your head. B, rub elephant dung or urine on your clothing. C, cover your body with crushed garlic. The smell repels tigers. Everybody got that? No, I know that, but you live, don't you live near, oh, you live in, wait. Give that tiger garlic bread. Good morning, Andrea. B, oh yeah, I carry elephant poop in my purse. Exactly. You know, I don't write these. They just kind of happen. So I need 4 of these. So 4 goes there. And then we have 4 here and 4 there. So I have to do those. And then I have to do 2 of these. So this is what I have to sew right there. Okay. How about avoid the situation altogether? A man-eating tiger. Isn't that a man-eater? I mean, isn't she a tiger? Isn't that a song? Why do I think that's a song? How about, yeah, exactly, avoiding it completely. I carry a big monster tote and have a flashlight to find stuff. I'm working finish the top for your Easter mystery. Is it a song? Tigers just run into, I guess I'm thinking, oh, she's a man-eater. I don't know what that song is, but yes, yes, okay. Here she comes. Watch out, boys, she'll chew you up. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I'm gonna get, I don't know, bleeped or something. That was the song I was thinking. Okay, so about the man-eater, eating tiger, it's A, wear a face mask on the back of your head to fend the man-eat, what? This is, wait, what is going on here? Yeah, okay, I was putting this wrong. Okay, now that we're fending, oh, wow. Michelle just went through this because Puerto Rico just had one of these. How to recognize a tsunami warning. So A, there is a sharp rise or fall in the sea level. B, all birds vacate the area. Or C, the ocean water turns a very dark brown. A. We have A. We have another, oh, we have a B. Hello. She's sleeping. Everybody's sleeping. We're the only crazy nuts that are up this early. I'm still on the man-eater and garlic bread. We're behind. You're not on the tsunami warning. I'm having all kinds of angle problems right now. I went chicken parm. Yes, 07. She's probably getting ready for work right now. Well, I should be getting ready for work right now, but I'm not. All right, so ready? A, there is a sharp rise or fall in the sea level. Okay, that's where. Okay, how to recognize that you have trench foot. Trench foot. A, the lines on the soles of the feet are extremely deep, resembling trenches. B, the feet are covered in red dots and veins are highly visible. Or C, the feet are painfully swollen and have a dishpan hands appearance. All right, so we're going to take these and then we are going to press the flower part out. Oh, this is totally wrong. I totally don't know what I did, but I sewed each one of these like, that's that right? No, that is wrong. What did I do wrong? Yeah, I don't know what I did wrong here. I'm still trying to. All right, so I'm going to have to do this when I'm not distracted over garlic bread, man-eaters, trench foot, and everything else. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I did that over here too. Yeah, I don't know what I did. Okay, so clearly I need to seam rip everything because I don't even have my seam ripper here to even attempt to seam rip anything. Did I drop it on the floor? So we're going to not seam rip. Stop it. The camera just went crazy again. We're not going to seam rip anything again. We're not going to sew anything because I have to seam rip. Oh, let's see. Let's see. First sign is super itchy, tingling feet that you get the blisters. So not sure which one of these it falls under. Giving tiger, garlic breath, and spaghetti. It's 8 o'clock, I know. So how to recognize trench foot is C, the feet are painfully swollen and have dishpan appearance. All right. Oh my God, here's a good one. One of the last ones. Here we go. Ready? How to get a tarantula off of you. Okay. A, blow on the spider. B, stand and bounce gently until the spider falls off. Or C, firmly flick off the spider with your forefinger and thumb. We have an A. That's it. Only Gina thinks she knows what's going on here. C. We have an A and a C. Something was held for review. Let's see. You blow on, then A. Why, why did Nightbot think that that was something not appropriate? Oh my goodness. D, let it crawl off of you. Don't let don't let it get on me. Oh no, I ain't flicking nothing. My first husband had a tarantula and Artie would slowly move off you. Of course, I peed myself during that time. I would just pick it up and put it on the ground. A tarantula? You would just pick it up? Oh, okay. Okay, so the answer is B. Stand up and bounce gently until the spider falls off. All right, I thought I'd finish with that. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Pass it, do the thing. Have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Pass it forward. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and share my channel. Also, I will be unpicking this. Let me know in the comments if you are going to be doing a puzzle mystery quilt, if you're working on one now, if you're gonna do flyaway. Are you making a rag quilt yourself? Let me know all that goodness. Sorry I couldn't bounce because I'd be passed out. All right. Have a wonderful day, everyone. See you hopefully tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.